Hello and good afternoon sa inyong lahat. Say hello, Richard. And
Hi, Justin Fitz.
ayan, welcome dito sa XTB Investing Day. So, we are now live streaming over at the YouTube channel of XTB International. And also, thank you for allowing me to also live stream sa mga personal pages ko no, sa Ready to Be Rich Facebook and YouTube channel. But of course, we are here to learn more about investing. And thank you, Richard, sa pag-invite sa akin. So sa mga hindi pa nakakakilala kay Richard, Richard, pakilala ka naman sa mga viewers natin.
Hi, Fitz. Good afternoon again, and then good afternoon, everyone. And then thank you very much for attending this XTB Philippine Investing Day. Pangalan ko pala is Richard Cuevas, the marketing manager of XTB Philippines, and then connected, obviously, like for the international as well. Fitz, thank you very much for your time, and then thank you very much for cooperating with XTB.
Yes, so very excited ako to share yung mga prepare ko ngayon. And of course, we'll just wait a few minutes para makapasok lahat. So nagkaroon tayo ng konting technical difficulty kanina, Richard, no?
Oo
So
nga eh.
yung original na sinetup natin na live stream na link, I don't know kung ano yung naging problem. But eventually, we were able to set up a new one and hopefully, yung mga pupunta dun sa first na sinetup natin ay makarating dito. And I think nakakarating sila rito kasi we now have around 28, 29 yan. So pataas ang pataas yung mga viewers natin. So hello sa inyong lahat. Good afternoon all the way from Manila. Ikaw ba, Richard, nasaan ka ngayon?
Actually, I'm based here in Thailand, so I've been here for about like 10 years now. So I mean like
Yan.
outside of the Philippines. And then 3 years here in Thailand actually.
Oo, but at least pareho tayo ng ano, no? Pareho nga ba? Ay, hindi. Ilang hour yung difference natin?
Just an
Parang
hour.
1 hour.
1 hour. Right. Yeah, for now.
Yes. So we have a viewer, si John Lloyd, Big Mac. So sabi niya, he is watching all the way from Singapore. So hello, John Lloyd. Yan. And si Katrina Luis Luyon, nanonood all the way from Leyte. Nako. So we are all excited
There
to
pala,
share.
it's yeah.
We are excited. Si Willie Luce, actually, napakaaga, nag-comment din siya. Thank you for new learning. So maraming salamat, Willie, for staying with us dito sa ating live stream. And I hope ay marami kayong matutunan. So, merong nagtatanong dito si OFW Just, hindi ko po ma-download ang XTB. So, siguro sasagutin natin yung mga XTB related questions later, Richard, no, after ng aking presentation. So, hello everyone. Ayan, so hello Jay Martin. Ito, lagi itong nanonood sa live stream ko. And si Sisid, I didn't realize may XTB Philippines pala. Good to know that. Greetings from Baguio. Okay. So, ayan, sabi ni, ayun, buti na lang naka-live stream sa YouTube. Oo. So, we are all excited to give you itong very exciting na investing day in collaboration with XTB Philippines. But, social tayo ngayon kasi naka-live stream tayo sa XTB International na YouTube channel, no?
Yeah.
So maraming salamat, Richard, for this opportunity. So
Well, yeah, thank you very much as well. I think it's really a very good opportunity for us, Fitz, to really impart that what's this education or inspiration to start that was this like investing. Even me personally, like I've been looking for a training and everything. Despite that I'm being in the finance industry, I still keep learning though. So thank you very much, Fitz. I'm really thank you for this one.
alright, oo. Nako, nakikita ko na talagang parating na yung mga viewers natin and talagang umaakyat yung mga nanonood sa atin. So, si Mark Season nandito na big fan of my podcast. So, naku, maraming salamat, Mark, at nakikinig ka ng podcast ko. So, siguro sa mga nanonood ngayon, we will be starting siguro in about 2 minutes. So, we are just giving yung mga tao na makapunta dito sa ating bagong live stream kasi if you pre-registered dun sa ating page, yung una naming naibigay sa inyo na link ay nagkaroon ng problem. So it's just a
Yeah.
static scheduled live stream right now. But we provided the link to this new live stream. So welcome sa inyong lahat. So merong bumabati sa atin, si Aldrin. Hello, Fritz and Richard. I'm watching from Cebu City.
Oh, that's nice. I miss Cebu. I've been to Cebu many times, though.
Pero Richard, taga saan ka sa Pilipinas? Taga saan
I'm a
sa
Manila
probinsya
boy.
mo? Manila
I grew up
boy.
in Manila.
Wala kang probinsya?
Bulacan from my mom, and then my dad is actually in Negros Oriental.
Oh, okay. Nako,
I don't know how to speak. Yeah.
namimiss ko na pumunta sa Negros at saka yung mga dessert, no? Sarap eh. Mahilig kasi ako sa sweets. Ayan. So, hello Israel, who is also watching. Ayan. Excited to learn. Thank you, Sir Fitz and XTB Philippines. So yung mga hindi pa naka-sign up sa XTB, I would like to invite everyone. Yan, sign up with XTB. You can just go to bit.ly/openxtb account, and may advantage kayo pag nag-sign up kayo sa XTB right now kasi this is not the first time that we are doing this, no? Meron tayong follow-up course na magiging exclusive sa mga magsa-sign up dito sa XTB. Mag-open ng XTB account. So, of course, this live stream, itong ating investing day, this is all available for everyone for free publicly. So we hope that you can also share yung live stream right now so that mas marami tayong nanonood ngayon. And then while waiting, you can probably sign up for an XTB account. Kasi when you sign up for an XTB account, you will have access dun sa part 2 nitong investing day natin. So meron tayong part 2 na libre rin, pero kailangan meron kang XTB account. So we will talk more about that later. Right.
Yeah, and then later on, Fitz, we're gonna have like a simple video, right? Like to actually like present you paano magbukas ng account kung meron kayong problem. But actually, it's so easy to open an account. Like it's just like a step 3, easy opening an account.
Diba? So we will have a video walkthrough kung paano mag-sign up for an XTB account. Okay. So ang daming nanonood sa atin. May taga Doha, Qatar. Yun, may taga Malolos, Bulacan. And all the way from England, si Bianca Grande na nanonood sa Facebook page ko siguro to, no? Yes. So, wag na natin patagalin yung ating learning, Richard, no? So,
yeah,
okay
sure.
na ba, Richard? Ilalagay muna kita sa background, no?
Para
I can start with my presentation. All right.
I just would like to say thank you, everyone, and then enjoy the learning with Fitz Villafuerte today. And I believe that we're gonna learn so much today. And then I'll see you in a while. Thank you, Fitz.
All right, sige. So maraming salamat, Richard, for joining us. And I'm really excited to share with you yung ating pre-prepare. If you're a regular viewer of my live stream, mapapansin ninyo na kakaiba yung ating prepare ngayon. So this is not the usual learnings that you will get sa live stream ko kasi very focused itong presentation ko today sa local and international investing scene, no? So I hope ay magustuhan ninyo. And of course, kung meron kayong gustong i-clarify or gustong itanong, you can always put it in the comments or chat section and then we will answer them later. So for the next few minutes, I will be more focused on the presentation. So pasensya na kung hindi ko muna kayo mapapansin sa chat, but I hope that you will learn a lot from what I prepared today. So I am here to give you the best 2021 investment opportunities. And again, I would like to thank XTB for giving me this opportunity and for collaborating dito sa ating live stream. So before we start, let's have an overview of what we will discuss. So I will give you a Philippines investment outlook for the rest of the year in 2021. I will also give you the top 5 best investments to kick off your investment journey. So this is more tailored sa mga baguhan pa lang na mag-i-invest, no? And then I will also give you some excellent opportunities na pwede nyong tingnan or check out sa stock market. So I will give you specific stocks that you can study and check out. And then I will also mention some high yield investment assets or securities beyond the stock market. Okay? So, I hope that you will find a lot of value dito sa mga isi-share natin today. But first, I would like to give you some reminders. Of course, the information that I will be sharing today is for educational purposes only and should not be taken as investment advice. So, lagi nating sinasabi, di ba, yung mga sinishare natin, mas maganda na titingnan natin kung nag-a-apply ba siya sa risk tolerance natin, sa financial capabilities natin, and financial situation. So, just because I say na okay mag-invest dito, it doesn't mean na mag-invest ka kagad doon. So, you always have to do a self-awareness check kung nagko-complement ba yung ibibigay ko na advice dun sa financial situation and financial goals mo. Make sure that you understand the risks involved before putting capital on any instrument. So, lagi ko rin kayong nire-remind na bago ka maglagay ng pera sa isang bagay, kahit na legit na investment yan, dapat naiintindihan mo din siya. Okay? And then markets are unpredictable and past performance is not an indication of future results. Okay? So, I hope you understand na marami tayong matututunan sa mga past performance ng mga iba't ibang stocks or iba't ibang assets. Pero pagdating sa totoong mangyayari, hindi pa rin talaga natin alam. Katulad nung pandemic, wala nang nakapredict nung pandemic. But nandito pa rin tayo. I know a lot of people who made a lot of money during the pandemic. So, bakit nagawa nila yon? So, hopefully, the lessons that we have learned in the past will be able to help you to make money in the future, particularly in your investing and trading strategies. All right? So let's go on the Philippine investment outlook for 2021. And of course, we are halfway through the year. Tapos na yung kalahati ng taon, no? So ano na bang nangyari sa atin? So let's look at the GDP or the Philippine economic status. So for the past years, it has been doing well, I would say. 2017, 2018, 2019, the GDP of the country has been going up. Understandably, noong 2020 ay bumagsak siya because of the pandemic. And for 2021, the World Bank forecast is magiging 4.7% yung ating GDP. So, relatively, this is okay compared to the previous year. Siyempre, mas mababa siya, but understandably, may pandemic eh. And at least positive siya. However, it's important to note na yung previous forecast ng World Bank is 5.5% ang ating GDP. So medyo binaba nila ng 4.7 kasi parang mukhang hindi kaya yung 5.5. Para sa akin, as long as positive siya, that is good news. But of course, hopefully mas mataas pa sa 4.7 ang year-end GDP ng bansa natin. Yung Philippine economic status naman pagdating sa inflation, the inflation, I don't know kung naaalala nyo, noong 2018, yan yung lagi pinag-uusapan sa mga balita na taas-taas ng inflation ng Pilipinas, umabot siya ng 5.21. I think ito din yung year na sobrang taas ng sile, di ba? Ito yung, yun yung pinag-uusapan noon sa social media. So however, ang prediction for the end of the year, ang overall annual inflation rate of the country is around 4.4%, which is higher than what the government is targeting, which is between 2 to 4%. So para sa akin, okay lang na 4.4%. At least, ano siya, hindi ganun kalayo dun sa target na 2.4%. And ang interpretation ko dito sa prediction na 4.4%, kung nakasurvive tayo nung 5.21% na inflation noong 2018, I think hindi naman siya ganun kahirap din yung mangyayari sa atin come 2022. Okay? However, syempre, the circumstances back in 2018 is different from where or how we are now. So it is still there is still good reason for us to be careful and be cautious with our spending. So, importante pa rin na marunong tayong mag-budget. Pagdating naman sa Philippine Stock Exchange, the PSEI has been sideways for the past several years. And ang prediction, ang ng mga kakilala kong analyst, ang average forecast nila by the end of the year is 7,800 ang PSEI. So right now it's around it's at around 6,800, 6,900. So there is still some room for it to go up kung masusunod yung forecast ng mga analysts na by the end of the year ay aabot tayo ng 7,800. So if we look at the Philippine Stock Exchange Index for the past 20 years, it has really been going up. It has been trending up. However, nung 2020, if you will notice, meron talagang bagsak at nag-breakdown siya below the 50 period moving average. And right now, we are at around 6,800, and it is trying to move past the 50 period moving average. So yung violet na linya na nakikita ninyo, yan. Hopefully ay umakyat siya diyan sa mag-close siya above that violet line. And if ever na umakyat siya above that violet line, which is the 50 period moving average. So this is a monthly candlestick, no? Monthly yung period natin. Hopefully ay aabot siya ng around 8,000, which is the resistance, and andun din yung yung predicted na end of year na value ng index ng mga analysts natin. However, kung hindi siya mag-breakout doon sa 50 period moving average, of course, ang nakikita nating resistance level is at the 6,000 price, no? So in effect, ano ba yung mga major factors to consider? So, let me just go back here. So, kung in effect, yung price ng Philippine Stock Index, nakikita ko na mag-range lang siya between 6,000 to 8,000. If things look positive, it can go up to 8,000. Pero kung medyo hindi maganda yung nangyayari around pagdating sa economy natin, then it could go down to 6,000. So andun yung ating magic range. So ano yung mga major factors to consider for the next few months and probably including the early 2022? Of course, the first consideration is yung vaccine, kung meron ba tayong adequate supply, and then the quality and efficacy of the vaccines, no, yung mga supplies. So far ang mga nakikita talaga natin ay yung Sinovac, Pfizer, and AstraZeneca. I have friends na nakakuha nung Sputnik or Gamalaya. I'm not so sure. So there are already other brands that are coming in. I don't know if there are already Johnson & Johnson and other brands that are scheduled to come by July. So very important yung adequate supply and then the quality and efficacy of the supplies, but also yung efficiency of deployment. I think most of the vaccinations are happening in NCR. So hopefully magkaroon ng mas maraming deployment sa Visayas and sa Mindanao. So another thing that we have to monitor is yung mga fiscal policies na ilalabas ng government, ng BSP, particularly pagdating sa on how they will address yung stagflation. So what is stagflation? Ito yung state na the economy is slow pero mataas yung inflation and mataas din yung unemployment. So this is something that we expect because of the pandemic. Siyempre, hindi tayo makalabas. So businesses are having a hard time. The economy is low. Mataas yung mga bilihin or pataas yung mga bilihin kasi nga siyempre konti lang yung demand. So yung mga businesses, nagtataas sila ng price ng mga products and services nila to compensate. But of course, marami rin tayong mga kababayan na nawalan din ng trabaho and kaya mataas yung high unemployment. So this is called the stagflation, and as individuals, wala rin talaga tayong magagawa na concrete pagdating dito. This is really the job of the government and the BSP. Kung ano ba yung mga fiscal policies and other, I would say, financial aid or social services that they can provide to address itong mga issue na to, no? So that's something that we should look out for. And of course, parating na rin ang election. So there's election fever slowly brewing in the country. And typically, a year before the election, this is the time na naka-wait and see ang mga foreign investors particularly. So this is something to monitor, especially kung sino ba yung mga frontrunners. Kasi kung sino man yung mga frontrunners na candidates, usually they have kung sino man yung nagfa-fund sa kanila, sometimes very normal na usually may mga tycoons or mga businesses, mga entrepreneurs who backs up a candidate. So alam mo yon, it's something to consider if you're particularly planning to trade the Philippine stock market. So kung sino ba yung frontrunner, sino ba yung mga backers nito, sino yung mga funders nito, then you can see probably maganda rin mag-invest doon sa mga companies ng mga nagpa-fund ng campaign ng mga frontrunner na candidate. So usually that's something that we consider, no, on the investment side. But of course, as always, pumili po tayo ng mga kandidato, iboto po natin yung mga kandidato na sa tingin natin ay makakatulong para mapabuti ang ating bansa. Alright. So, ano yung outlook natin for the Philippine stock market? So, as I mentioned earlier, it will range between 6,000 to 8,000 for the rest of the year until 2022. I would say until the election day or mga mid-2022. Between 6,000 to 8,000 din yan. Magkakaroon yan ng significant movements kapag medyo obvious na kung sino yung mananalo na bagong presidente, no? So hopefully merong election kasi pag nagkaroon ng anything na hindi matuloy yung election natin, I think that's something problematic and it could really affect and it could be another black swan for our economy, no? So feeling ko naman magkakaroon ng election, no? So pagdating sa mga sectors sa stock market, yung financial and conglomerate sectors will continue to move sideways. Pag sinabi natin financial and conglomerate, yung mga bangko and also yung mga holdings, no, yung mga company na holdings, ang nakikita ko rito ay it will continue to move sideways for the rest of the year. Yung consumer sector will continue to trend upward but remain sluggish. So, yung mga pure gold, yung mga URC, etc., they will continue to move upwards pero hindi ganun ka taas yung pag-akyat nila. So sluggish but at the very least they will still trend upward. Yung property and industrial sectors, it is optimistic but it will move sideways. So yung mga real estate companies actually gusto nilang umakyat pero hindi sila makaakyat dahil uncertain yung market natin. Siyempre, the economy is still not fully open. Meron pa rin tayong community quarantine kahit na GCQ tayo. Siyempre, hindi pa rin full capacity yung ating economy. So, standby yung property and industrial sectors. But once na, alam mo yun, nakita natin na this is the economy is gaining some momentum, then expect the property and the industrial sectors to move upward as well. Yung service and telecom sectors could rally with the election period as expected. Siyempre, yung mga particularly GMA7, I think for the past few days, no, or past few weeks, umakyat din talaga yung price na. So I think that will continue. And also yung telecom companies, meron silang optimistic and it could rally for the next few months because of the election period. Yung mining and oil sectors, dark horse, hindi natin talaga alam kung akit ba sila or bababa. But when I ask my stock analyst friends, ang sinasabi nila is it could just trade the range, no? So kung trending upward siya, usually meron yang channel, no? Meron siyang range. So it could just probably move within the range. But still, continue kung ano man yung trend niya. So if a particular oil or mining company is trending down, then it could probably just continue to trend down. However, it will be move within a range. So that's of course a trading opportunity for everyone if you are trading the Philippine stock market. Pagdating naman sa fixed income market, BSP plans to keep domestic rates at low for the near term. So this is a recent news na in-announce din ng BSP na hindi na nila ibababa pa yung interest rates, but they still don't have any plans of increasing it for the near future, no, for the near term. The domestic bond market would sustain its growth for 2021. So optimistic ang growth for the bond market for the rest of the year, pero hindi niya na makukuha yung kasing taas na tinaas niya noong 2020. So nung 2020 was really the year of the fixed income market. Talagang ang taas nung kinita, ang laki nung kinita ng mga naka-invest sa bonds noong 2020. So, hindi na kasing taas nun ang kikitain ng mga bonds for 2021. However, it will still be relatively positive. Relatively high and positive. Corporate bonds are expected to return to the market once there is more conviction for business and economic recovery. So, yung mga kumpanya sa Pilipinas, again, naghihintay lang sila na merong conviction yung ating recovery from the pandemic, and if the economy is really starting to open up, we can expect mga corporate bonds to magkaroon ng maraming corporate bond offers. And siyempre itong mga corporate bonds na to, gagamitin probably ito ng mga kumpanya to reignite yung kanilang business processes. So I would say na watch out because probably they will be offering good interest rates dito sa mga corporate bonds na to. Okay? So what does it all mean for us investors? So unang-una, the Philippine investment landscape is optimistic but lacks conviction. So ibig sabihin nito, okay naman yung economy natin, gusto nating umakyat, gusto nating lumago, pero nag-hesitate tayo because there are still uncertainties, particularly when it comes to our economy. Kung talaga bang tuloy-tuloy na ba itong pag-open up ng economy natin, tuloy-tuloy na ba yung vaccination programs natin, and of course, merong uncertainty pagdating doon sa Philippine presidential elections, hindi pa rin talaga natin alam yung final list of candidates. So, ang magandang isipin dito ay okay naman tayo pero we're just being cautious. So, for short-term and medium-term investments, kailangan nga ng caution. Ibig sabihin, kailangan i-monitor yung mga short-term and medium-term investments natin. Kasi mahirap i-predict. However, if you make a plan, it's easy to react. Di ba? So, if you are invested in a particular security na feeling mo ay maapektuhan ng mga upcoming events, then just monitor, have a contingency plan. Kapag bumagsak ba, anong gagawin ko? Pag umakyat siya, anong gagawin ko? And it's important to be cautious and monitor closely. However, for the long-term investment horizon, of course, very reliable pa rin ang mag-invest sa mga blue chip companies kasi they are sure to be the ones who will recover first, no? Yung mga blue chip companies, they are very resilient pagdating sa mga elections and pagdating na rin sa mga economic downturns katulad ng nararanasan natin ngayon. So if you're investing for the long term, it's always good to be to put your money sa mga blue chip companies. Okay. So, balikan muna natin yung ating mga viewers. Okay ba? Okay ba kayo? Yan. So, let me just drink some water before we proceed sa ating next topic. Okay, so Let's proceed sa ating investing day topic. So, minomonitor ni Richard yung inyong mga comments. So, just continue to give your comments, and if ever you have questions, just type it there and we will answer them later. So, I hope you're all learning, and hello sa lahat ng mga nanonood nitong ating live stream. All right. So, top 5 investments to kick off your investment journey. So first, again, some reminders. Personal finance is personal. The best investment will always depend on your financial goals. So depende talaga kung ano yung mga plano mo sa buhay. Doon natin malalaman kung ano yung best investment for you. So never put money on anything that you don't understand, and always invest in knowledge first. So tandaan natin to parate na lamang ang may alam, sabi nga nila. So but if you're looking for companies to consider, and if you're looking at a starting point or a jump off point when it comes to your investing journey, then I hope you can consider itong mga i-share natin. So when you're investing, you're not just putting money in one investment or one security. You're actually creating an investment portfolio. So sometimes you're not sure where to start investing. So fortunately, experts have come up with portfolio designs that we can follow to kick off your investment journey. So, ibig sabihin, meron tayong mga investment portfolio design na pwede nating gayahin kung gusto nating a jump off point, 'di ba? So, of course, once we are able to reach, or once we are able to create that investment portfolio design, we can subsequently adjust it according to our needs and according to our financial goals. So, for beginners, we can definitely look at a conservative portfolio. Pag sinabi nating conservative portfolio, 15% of our investment is in cash or near cash investment. 20% is in the stock market, and then 65% are in bonds. So yan yung isang example ng conservative portfolio. Kung madali kang kabahan, ayan, pwede mong gamitin yung conservative portfolio design. Meron din tayong balanced portfolio. Ito naman yung mga medyo malakas yung loob, para sa mga medyo malakas yung loob pero madali ding kabahan, no? So what you can do is 10% of your money can be in cash or near cash investments. 50% can be invested in stocks, and then 40% can be invested in bonds. So that's the balanced portfolio. Of course, meron din tayong aggressive portfolio. And pag sinabi nating aggressive portfolio, I never really recommend putting all your money in the stock market kasi that's super risky and it's really hard to manage. So para sa akin, a good portfolio for someone who's a bit aggressive or yung medyo malakas talaga yung loob, pwede nyo gawin ito. 65% sa stocks, 25% sa bonds, and then 10% sa cash. So maximum 10% cash, 10% bonds, and then 80% stocks. Pero pag 90% stocks, sobrang aggressive para sa akin noon. Mas maganda talaga meron kang cash and a little bit of fixed income. Kasi yung fixed income or yung bond market at saka stock market, ano siya inversely proportional. So pag bumabagsak yung stocks, at least meron kang bonds na umaakyat. That the correlation, the inverse correlation does not always happen, but it usually happens. Ngayon, in recent years, merong naging popular na investment portfolio design. Actually, these are just the basic, no, yung conservative, balanced, and aggressive. And a lot of fund managers, stock analysts, and financial experts are trying to create their own investment portfolio design. And one of the more popular ones ay itong kay Ray Dalio, yung Ray Dalio's all-weather portfolio. So bakit siya all-weather portfolio? Kasi itong portfolio design na to, regardless of what's happening in the market, ay it will perform well and it will perform better than the index. And itong all-weather portfolio ni Ray Dalio, it is composed of 15% short-term bonds, 40% long-term bonds, 7.5% na gold, 7.5% na commodities, and then 30% in stocks. Okay, so mapapansin nyo, di ba? mas malaki yung ini-invest niya sa long-term bonds kesa sa stocks. However, yung yung pangbalanse niya nun, just in case na may market rally, usually kasi pag may stock market rally, nagpa-follow din yung mga commodities no? So tapos may pambalance siya na gold. And then meron siyang short-term bonds na medyo relatively stable yung prices. So napakaganda nitong all-weather portfolio na to ni Ray Dalio. I've been doing some research about it for the past few months. So just to give you an idea, this portfolio design is by a hedge fund manager na si Ray Dalio. So hedge fund manager siya. And then backtesting, it reveals that it does generally live up to its name. So ang ibig sabihin nito, the portfolio performed better than the index during bear markets and made more than 10% annually during the bull markets. So during the time na pababa or bagsak yung economy, the all-weather portfolio performed better than the index. So, mas maliit yung binaba niya kesa sa index. Ngayon, kapag bull markets, it usually earns more than 10% annually. And of course, a balanced portfolio or an all-weather portfolio such as this will not be able to give you the highest returns. Kasi imposible naman yon. Usually, ang tina-target lang talaga ng mga fund managers is for the fund or for the portfolio to perform better than the index. But in bull markets, it's preferred na more than 10% ang kikitain niya. Kasi usually naman, di ba, kung nagpe-predict tayo ng investment returns, ang pinaka-optimistic scenario natin ay 10% annual return. No? So, at the very least, it should give more than 10% annually for bull markets, and it should perform better than the index during the bear markets. And by backtesting yung mga nababasa kong research or studies about this, yung mga 30, 40 years backtesting with the Ray Dalio all-weather portfolio, it does live up to its name. So napaka ganda nung ginawa ni Ray Dalio, I would say, no? So if you are going to recreate yung all-weather portfolio ni Ray Dalio, so this is just an example, you can have 30% yung Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. So yung 30% niya na naka-allocate sa stocks, you can just buy the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF or yung VTI. So itong mga ETF na to, this is actually available sa XTB. And that's also the reason why ito yung pinapakita ko sa inyo. Kasi syempre kung nasa Pilipinas tayo, paano tayo mag-i-invest ng mga iba't ibang mga stocks, no? So yung VTI, yung stock market, and then 40% iShares 20 plus year treasury ETF. So this is the long-term bonds or yung TLT na ETF, which is of course the CFDs are available on XTB. So 15% yung IEF, 7.5% yung gold na nakita natin. So meron tayong gold ETF or GLD sa XTB. So this is just in case na gusto nyong gayahin yung all-weather portfolio ni Ray Dalio pagdating sa inyong mga global investments, no? However, paano kung i-adapt natin ito locally? Okay? So, gumawa ako ng Philippine all-weather portfolio. So, this is my version of Ray Dalio. And I tried to backtest this for the past 10 and 15 years and mukhang okay naman. So, of course, 10 and 15 years na backtesting, that is not enough. It would be better to backtest it on a longer term, no? But it does show some promise, so I might probably give this more time and more research. And I am interested to see, no, kung okay ba talaga itong naisip ko na Philippine all-weather portfolio na based dun kay Ray Dalio. So, yung ginawa ko, 15% ang naka-invest sa short-term bonds, 40% sa long-term bonds, 30% din sa stocks. So ano yung pinagkaiba? Meron akong 10% na naka-invest sa mga high-yield investment instruments, and then 5% ang nasa cash or near cash investments. So paano natin to gagawin in the Philippines? So yung 5% cash, pwede nating ilagay sa mga high interest bearing savings accounts katulad yung mga ino-offer ng mga digital banks, di ba? And then we can also put that in time deposits and yung mga money market funds. So 5% pwedeng nakalagay dito sa mga to. Yung long-term bonds, which is yung 40%, pwede natin siya ilagay, of course, sa mga long-term bond funds, mga corporate bonds. Pero yung backtesting ko, nilagay ko siya sa Pag-ibig MP2. Okay? So, I would consider yung Pag-ibig MP2 as a long-term, similar to a long-term bond. So, 40% nasa long-term bonds or sa Pag-ibig MP2. Yung 15% naman ay nakalagay sa mga short-term bonds like yung mga government bonds at saka mga retail treasury bonds. So yung mga nauso last year and yung mga premium bonds, ayan, mga magagandang ano yan, mga short-term bonds yan. Kasi aside from earning interest, meron kang chance na manalo sa mga raffle, di ba? Yung premium bonds na ino-offer ng Bureau of Treasury. So short-term bonds, pwedeng government bonds, mga retail treasury bonds. Pagdating naman yung 30% na stocks, of course, you can invest sa local stocks, mga blue chip companies. If you want to have some global exposure, you can buy mga global stocks. And then you can also buy mga index funds kasi yung mga index funds are considered equity investments. Mga ETF, well, particularly sa Pilipinas, yung First Metro ETF lang ang available na ETF sa atin. But of course, sa ibang markets, may mga ibang ETF. And then, recently, dumadami din sa Pilipinas yung mga feeder funds na available and yung mga REITs or Real Estate Investment Trust. Kasi at the end of the day, those are still equity investment, yung mga REITs. So 30% of your investment portfolio can be focused on these items. Bahala na kayo. Ako, I like investing sa local stocks, index funds, and REITs. So depende ngayon kung ano yung preference niyo. But at least around 30% ay nakalagay dyan. High yield, ito 10%. So saan nyo ilalagay yung 10% ng inyong investment portfolio? Pwede nyo ngayon itong ilagay sa mga cryptocurrencies, commodities, precious metals, katulad ng gold, silver, and then forex, and also global funds. So hindi tayo magpapahuli kasi syempre there are opportunities to make money from this high volatile, high volatility, high risk, but super high return or high yield assets. No? So, pag tinatanong ako kung magkano ba dapat yung nilalagay ko sa Bitcoin, for example. So, ang usual recommendation ko kapag beginner ka pa lang ay 5%. Pero kung medyo may alam ka na and okay na naman yung iyong investment portfolio, then up to 10% I think it would be okay pag nilalagay mo sa mga to, no? And then basically that's the Philippine all-weather portfolio. Again, hindi very intensive yung backtesting na ginawa ko. I just tested it sa 10-year at saka past 15 years and it performed okay naman. Pero kasi medyo skewed yung data ko, I would say, no? Bakit? Kasi ito yung ginawa kong backtesting. 5% of the money I put in a digital bank savings account kasi at present, 'di ba, 4% per annum yung ino-offer ng mga digital banks, no? But of course, been available for the past 10 or 15 years. In recent years lang siya. So that's one consideration do sa backtesting ko. Inassume ko na they existed 15 years ago and 10 years ago. So, basta ganito yung ginawa ko. 5% ng investment portfolio ko nasa digital bank savings account. 40% ininvest ko sa Pag-ibig MP2. 15% nilagay ko sa isang fixed income na mutual fund. Then 30% ininvest ko sa mga blue chip companies and also sa FM ETF. So, basically yung 30%, 10% sa 10% sa FM ETF, tas 20% sa dalawang blue chip companies. And then 10% ay nilagay ko sa cryptocurrencies and sa gold. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, gold. So yung sinasabi ko na medyo skewed yung backtesting ko kasi I would say, no, very phenomenal yung performance ng cryptocurrencies for the past 10 years. So very skewed yung data ko pagdating sa efficiency ng all-weather portfolio. But again, 'di ba, that's something to consider na pwede nating jump off point when we are starting to design our portfolio. Okay? So yun. So things to remember, always have an emergency fund. So ensure that you have adequate financial protection with an HMO and life insurance. So yung sinasabi kong composition, hindi yun yung composition ng lahat ng pera ninyo. That is just your investment portfolio. Hiwalay pa yung pera ninyo na nakatago for your emergencies and yung mga other near-term expenses ninyo. So dapat may nakahiwalay na yung budget nun. So ito talaga yung mga ini-invest ito talaga yung investment fund niyo, yung binigay ko sa inyong portfolio composition. And invest where it is convenient and accessible. Always check for fast and reliable customer service. So, kung babiyahe ka pa, ang tagal-tagal mag-open ng account, siguro wag ka na doon mag-open, di ba? So, open an account or invest where it is convenient and fast and accessible. Kasi ang mas importante ay yung nakakapag-invest ka kagad at nagkakaroon ka kagad ng opportunity to rebalance and monitor your portfolio. Kasi kung hassle mag-monitor, hassle mag-open, hassle mag-invest, kung saan ka mag-open ng account, hindi ka sisipagin, tatamarin ka gawin. And then don't rely on just one source of income. It is better to have multiple sources of income. So, marami akong kilala na ang source of income lang nila ay yung trabaho nila. And then, nakafocus talaga sila sa pag-i-invest, which is good. However, syempre, kung isa lang yung source of income mo, medyo high risk yun. Mas maganda kung marami tayong sources of income, marami tayong pinagkukunan ng pera para tuloy-tuloy yung pera na nai-invest natin. Hindi kasi tayo talaga yayaman kung nakafocus lang tayo doon sa mga investment. What I found more advantageous or more beneficial is to continuously increase yung ating income so that yung nai-invest natin ay mas lumalaki, mas napapaganda natin yung portfolio natin, and mas natitake advantage natin yung mga optimistic na mga securities, no, o yung mga talagang nag-rally or nagte-trending upwards na mga assets. Kung marami tayong pang-invest. So we should not forget our income. So we try to build additional sources of income, kahit active income man yan or passive income, okay lang, no? May mga nakakausap ako na ang source of income lang nila ay yung trabaho nila. So I tell them na hanap ka ng side hustle or racket or something that you can do on the side to make money, not just to be productive but also to help your cash flow, di ba? So you can create additional budget for investing or kahit na pambili ng mga occasional wants natin. So don't rely on just one source of income. It's better to have multiple sources of income. Okay. So before we proceed sa ating next topic, tingnan natin kung meron tayong comment dito. Yan. Tinitingnan natin kung okay. Kasi hindi ko nakikita yung comments niyo. Baka mamaya na-cut off na pala ako, no? So hindi ko alam. So I think okay pa naman tayo, and we're all doing well, and I hope you are all learning. Okay. So let's now proceed to our next topic, which is yung excellent opportunity in stocks. So ano ba yung mga recommended natin na mga stocks na pwede nating pag-investan? All right. So, but first, we have some reminders, and iinom muna ako ng tubig. Okay, so usually, kapag nagkakaroon tayo ng mga stock recommendations, more often than not, these are for trading. So, it's always important to remember that trading is short-term, investing is long-term. So, trading strategies are different from investing strategies. So, know what you're doing. Technical and fundamental analysis can only give you an idea of where a stock price could go, not where it will go. So magkaiba yon. So before opening a stock position, you should already know the prices at which you'll cut loss and take profit. So before mong pabilhin, alam mo na kung saan mo siya ibebenta. Saan ka magka-cut loss at saan ka mag-take profit. Very important yan. Marami akong nakikita, mga stock traders, bili lang ng bili, hindi nila alam kung kailan nila ibibenta. Tapos bigla silang mangangapa, bigla silang magtatanong kung anong price ba nila ibibenta. So napakamaling strategy yon. Before you even buy, you should already have an idea kung anong price ka magka-cut loss at anong price ka mag-take profit. Okay? So ano ba yung mga stock recommendations natin? Ayan. So bihira lang mangyari ito kasi I don't really like giving stock recommendations kasi markets are unpredictable, but I think these are worth looking into. So Philippine stocks for medium to long-term hold. Okay? First, I'm very optimistic with BDO. So BDO looks like it's preparing for a bull wave. Ang current support niya ay at 98 and ang resistance niya ay 140 and it may aim at 150 as target price. So ibig sabihin kung bibili niyo ang BDO ngayon, ang magiging target profit niyo would probably be around 150 to 140 to 150. However, if you will look at the graph, no, I would wait for it to really break out of the moving average, yung black line na nakikita ninyo. However, since this has been really trending upwards for the past, yung nakikita nyo graph, it's for the past 10 years, no? Nakikita nyo ang daming D, yung dividend. So, BDO has really been very regular at giving dividends, which for me makes it a good candidate for a long-term investment hold. So, yung mga dividend investors, you can consider yung BDO as a good option. Okay? And if you also look at the volume, di ba, pretty much consistent din na merong volume ang BDO. So which is a good sign. Okay. Another one that I recommend for medium to long-term hold ay yung Jollibee. So Jollibee may finally stage the third leg of a 5-wave up leg. So yun yung binigay sa akin ng friend ko na stock analyst na support is currently at 163 with resistance and target price at 250. So meron siyang Elliott wave, yung mga fans ni Elliott wave, ayan. So meron siyang meron siyang third leg na pine-prepare si Jollibee, no? So it will probably go up. But of course, one thing that I also like with Jollibee, as you can see, yung mga letter D do sa graph, it has also been pretty consistent with giving out dividends and the volume has been consistent na meron, no? Hindi katulad ng mga ibang stocks, wala. May mga periods talaga na walang volume, no? Kaya hindi gumagalaw yung price. So, ako, I like trading and buying companies na malaki yung volume kasi madaling mag-buy and sell. Okay, so probably will be the first time that you'll hear about this, but I am also monitoring itong Ayala Land Logistics Holdings Corporation, yung ALLHC. Bakit? Kasi what you're seeing right now is a very interesting graph, no? ALLHC may stage a major bull trend as it appears to be in a multi-year bullish reversal. So ang support niya ay at 290 and resistance at 430 but the target price is at 7 pesos. So very exciting ito kasi right now around 3 pesos siya, no? So pwede mo madoble yung pera mo kung maabot niya yung target price niya na 7 pesos. So, itong nakikita nyo, 1994 na graph. So, how many years is that? I think 25 years. So this is a 25-year graph. And as you can see, since 2016, it has been having some movements and it could probably break out of its 4 peso and 30 centavo resistance. And if ever mabibreak niya, it will probably move dun sa previous high niya na around 7 pesos. So sabay-sabay natin panoorin itong ALLHC. Tingnan natin kung anong mangyayari sa kanya. But I think this is a very interesting stock to monitor. Okay. Interesting US tech stocks you can check out. So kung gusto nyo ng global investing or global stock trading, then you can definitely look at these companies. And ako mismo, tinitingnan ko din itong mga to. CDK Global Incorporated, which is available sa US Nasdaq. CDK. Of course, itong CDK, this is available as a CFD sa XTB platform. Okay? So this is the 10-year tawag dito, graph or chart ng CDK. So ano ba tong CDK na to kung hindi kayo familiar? So CDK Global provides integrated technology to the automotive, heavy truck, recreation, and heavy equipment industry. So basically ano sila? Software company na nagfo-focus sila doon sa mga software na ginagamit ng mga transportation industry. Kunwari, yun automotive, heavy truck, recreation, and heavy equipment industry. So, for example, alam niyo yun yung mga agricultural vehicles, 'di ba? Usually may programming 'yan eh. So, yun yung mga ginagawa niya, yung software na ginagamit sa mga industrial vehicles, automotive parts, and then also yung ginagamit sa mga factories, no, lalo na sa mga agricultural plants, no. So very low profile itong CDK Global. However, nung tinitingnan ko yung mga predictions nung mga US stock analyst, very optimistic sila dito. Sabi nung isa, CDK shares are currently trading for less than what they are intrinsically worth, as based from the low 12-month trailing PE ratio of around 6.3%. So based on the fundamental analysis perspective, napaka underpriced nitong CDK. So meron itong potential to go up for the next few months, especially that this is actually a tech company. So another company that you can check out is yung PTC Inc. So this is available sa US Nasdaq, but of course yung CFD nito, this is available sa XTB, no. So kung makikita natin yung kanyang graph for the past 10 years, no, it is just consistently going upwards, and it could probably go up further. So hindi ko na pinipili yung mga very popular na mga tech companies sa US kasi although very popular sila at marami silang volume, pero sa akin itong PTC meron din tong potential kasi as you can see, consistent din yung volume niya, but it is also trending upwards. And then sino ba tong PTC na to? PTC is a provider of software and technology services. The company works with manufacturers to boost efficiency savings by integrating augmented reality, IoT, Internet of Things, computer-aided CAD, and product lifecycle management technology into a variety of products. So for example, yung ref nyo na nakaka-connect sa internet, usually yung nag-program ng software nun, probably yung PTC, lalo na kung American brand yung appliance niyo. So yun yung ginagawa ni PTC. Sila yung gumagawa ng program nung augmented reality and IoT nung mga software na naka-install sa mga iba't ibang mga appliances na ginagamit ng mga consumer. So again, this is actually a very big company. They have roughly 6,200 employees globally. So PTC currently has a year-on-year percentage revenue growth rate of 28.4%. So napakataas ng kanilang revenue growth rate as actually more appliances and more manufacturers are integrating yung internet do sa mga products nila. So meron akong friend, ang high-tech talaga nung aircon niya. Aircon naman yun sa kanya na nakakonect doon sa cellphone, may app. Pag malapit na siya sa bahay, automatic nag-on na yung aircon niya. Kaya pagdating niya sa bahay, bukas na yung aircon, malamig na. So, ang high-tech, di ba? So, yung mga program na nagpapatakbo doon sa mga appliances natin, probably it's something that PTC Inc. has made. Lastly, yung Cloudflare Inc. or yung NET, this is also available sa XTB as a CFD, and it is available sa New York Stock Exchange. The company has been very optimistic also, particularly because Cloudflare is actually a website infrastructure and security services company. So I don't know kung pag nakapunta kayo sa isang website na sobrang taas ng traffic, minsan nakikita niyo yung Cloudflare na notification. So, Ako mismo, I am one of the customers of Cloudflare. Some of my websites are protected by Cloudflare as provided by my web hosting company. So currently, the company experienced 51.3% year-on-year revenue growth and customer count was up by 70%. Especially during the pandemic, di ba, lahat na lang nag-online, ang daming website na lumabas. So syempre, kailangan nila ng internet security. So Cloudflare has been in the forefront of providing these services. Kaya around the world, they have more than 4 million total customers at kasama ako doon kasi I am a Cloudflare subscriber. The company's stock price has a large momentum as its stock price has risen faster than the market as a whole. And many believe that this momentum will continue as more businesses are going online with internet security considered as a basic necessity. So, tingnan nyo ito. So, these are not your typical companies in the US stock market, but definitely worth checking out if you want to have some short-term or medium-term investing or trading opportunities, no? So meron din akong watch list, something to also research on your own if you kung nakukulangan kayo doon sa mga recommendation ko. Locally, you can check out yung Moneysense. I know a lot of analysts are very optimistic sa Mond. And then may parating tayong bagong REIT, yung sa Mega World, yung M-REIT. I don't know, I haven't really read news about them kung kailan sila talaga mag-IPO, but they are coming, and if yung performance nung AREIT at saka nung DDMP is any indication, then this is probably a good investment as well. So sabi nga natin kanina, Philippine investment outlook, yung property sector, optimistic siya, kulang lang siya ng conviction kasi hindi pa tayo sigurado kung anong mangyayari sa economy, kung kailan tayo talaga mag-open up and all. So in the meantime, instead of investing a large chunk of money sa mga properties mismo, sa mga condos or apartments, then we can probably quote-unquote park our real estate investment fund sa mga real estate companies, particularly sa mga REITs or REITs, no? So Mega World, yung MREIT, it's something to watch out for. Kung gusto nyo pa ng additional tech companies, you can check out yung Intel, of course, self-explanatory, Intel. And then yung Arrow Electronics. Yung Arrow Electronics, ano sila, mga semiconductors, electronic chips, no? Which is one of the major suppliers ng mga cellphones. Then yung Cinex Corporation, they're again a software company, but they are more of the logistics and warehousing software. So, for the past year, nakita natin kung gaano ka-importante yung mga delivery, di ba? Yung mga delivery apps, ang dami sa atin nag-ship, etc. Especially pagdating sa airline industry, ang talagang tumulong sa airline industry ay yung mga cargo shipments kasi walang tourist travel, di ba? So, we will see more growth dun sa logistics and cargo and warehousing, which means kailangan nila ng software para ma-manage yung mga inventories, ma-manage yung movement ng mga products. And dito papasok yung Cinex Corporation kasi that's one of the softwares that they do. Of course, yung HPQ or yung Hewlett-Packard, that's something that you can watch out for. But if you really want yung big tech companies, I am biased towards Amazon and Alphabet na Class C o yung GOOG, yung Google, no? Pero kasi dalawa kasi yung Google, yung Class A na GOOGL at saka yung Class C na GOOG. Ako mas gusto ko yung GOOG kasi a lot of stock traders buy yung Class C more. And Amazon is setting themselves up to be the third company to reach 2 trillion valuation. So may optimistic ako sa Amazon pagdating sa mga big tech companies, yung faang Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Google. So among those, of course, nakapwesto na yung Microsoft at saka Apple, but Amazon could probably be the third company with a 2 trillion valuation. So pwede natin siyang panoorin. Okay, so those are my stock watch list to consider for the next few months. So we can go to our last part, yung high yield investments beyond stocks. But before that, let us go back sa ating comments kung merong mga violent reactions. So mukhang wala naman. So please give me a few seconds, iinom ulit tayo ng tubig. Okay, so maraming mga nagsasabi na very informative daw yung ating ginagawa ngayon. So maraming salamat sa feedback ninyo. So let's go back before we go to our Q&A kasi excited na rin talaga ako mag-Q&A kaya gusto ko na rin na matapos itong ating presentation. So high yield investments beyond stocks. So let's talk about yung cryptocurrencies. Okay, so cryptocurrencies continue to be a high-risk, high-return investment with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Tether USD o yung USDT on top with the largest market capitalization. So ibig sabihin, yung pera ng mga tao sa cryptocurrencies nasa tatlong to. Okay, sila yung top 3. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, and yung Tether USD. So special case yung Tether kasi ano siya placeholder siya. Kumbaga, kung nagtitrade ka ng cryptocurrencies at gusto mo munang quote-unquote magpahinga, usually Tether yung binibili kasi it is backed by the US dollar and hindi siya nagfa-fluctuate. So yun yung medyo stable na price. Kaya siya yung takbuhan ng mga crypto traders kung gusto magpahinga or wala pa sila nakikita na magandang bibilhin. So instead of converting back your money to US dollar, yung Tether muna yung binibili nila. So from being a future digital currency, Bitcoin is now becoming more of a future digital gold and store of value. So yung original na naisip talaga ng mga tao, yung Bitcoin ay magiging digital currency as in we will be paying with Bitcoin, we will be spending with Bitcoin. And it's something na ginagawa sa El Salvador, 'di ba? Binigyan ng Bitcoin yung mga taga El Salvador. I don't know what will be the implication of that. Ako naka-wait and see lang ako. But I've talked to a lot of cryptocurrency advocates, evangelists, and they are seeing Bitcoin as more of a digital gold. So ano bang ginagawa natin sa ginto? Di ba usually nakatago lang yan, hinihintay natin na umakyat yung value, para siyang backup money for us na pag wala na tayong pera, ibebenta na natin siguro yung mga ginto natin. No? So para siyang gano'n, hindi siya talaga yung pera na ginagastos natin, but really something na itatago natin kasi it has long-term potential or long-term value. So that's an interesting proposition to see for the next few years. Of course, smart contract cryptos such as Ethereum is finding some use case with creating non-fungible tokens, particularly yung mga NFTs sa art world, and also sa mga collectibles na industry, no, katulad yung mga basketball cards, di ba? And yung smart contract cryptos, very useful din siya sa mga digital transactions. However, from the past few months, nakikita ko yung proliferation of mga pyramid schemes kasi napakadaling gumawa ng pyramid scheme using yung smart contract, no? But I think as more industries try to understand and study yung blockchain architecture and yung smart contract, yung Ether architecture, then magkakaroon siya ng real life application. And I think that has some real future in that. Hindi ko lang alam kung sa Ethereum siya. Kasi what I've heard is mataas talaga yung gas fees or yung transaction fees ng Ethereum. So probably there will be another smart contract crypto that could rise and dominate the market. So we don't know what that is, but at least we have some idea na kailangan natin i-monitor itong mga smart contract cryptos. The cryptosphere remains highly speculative with financial analysts speaking on both sides of the argument. So, kung magbabasa kayo ng mga mga opinion ng mga tao, talagang merong mga nagsasabi na cryptocurrencies is the future at merong mga nagsasabi na wala, that is a bubble, useless yung mga Bitcoin na yan. So both sides of the equation, both sides of the argument, parehong may credibility, may authority, they're arguing on both sides. So ako, I don't want to take sides. What I'd rather do is make money. So yun yung ginagawa ko, I try to monitor saan yung movement, saan yung galaw ng prices, and that's where I decide kung ano ba yung gagawin ko. However, for the foreseeable future, what I see particularly sa Bitcoin, this is something that I've always been trying to watch, no, yung Bitcoin rainbow price chart. Ano ibig ko sabihin? So what you are now seeing, yung black, that's the price of Bitcoin. And particularly ang minomonitor ko ay yung halving ng Bitcoin. Kasi pag nagmamine ka ng Bitcoin, when it started, every time that you were able to mine, ang reward ay 50 Bitcoin. Tapos every so often, actually every 200,000 blocks, nag-half siya. So nung 2013 nag-half, nagkaroon ng halving. So yun yung first line, no? Pakita na natin to. Ayan. November 2012 pala. So from 50 naging 25 siya. And every time na nagkakaroon ng halving, nagkakaroon ng rally yung price ng Bitcoin. And according dun sa gumawa nitong chart na to, it follows a rainbow. So this chart is in logarithmic scale. So yung y-axis niya is yung price of Bitcoin in US dollar. So nung 2013 ako naging aware sa Bitcoin. So dun ko siya nabili. It was around $1, $2 no, nung una ko siyang nabili, no. So nung 2016, July 2016, nagkaroon ulit siya ng Bitcoin halving. So from 25 naging 12.5 yung kanyang reward. So as you can see, umakyat na naman siya from the blue papunta dun sa red. And then lagi ko sinasabi sa mga cryptocurrency advocates, no, if yung rally ng Bitcoin in recent months, does it have anything to do with the halving na nangyari noong May 2020? So a lot of them are smiling. So feeling ko it's probably a bit related also to that. So nung May 2020 nagkaroon ng Bitcoin halving from 12.5 naging 6.25 na lang yung reward ng pag-mine ng Bitcoin. And true enough, from around 3,000, 4,000, umakyat siya, di ba? To around 30,000. I think umabot na as high as 60,000. So there is still potential for more price rallies sa Bitcoin. Again, this is a logarithmic scale. And ang prediction is sa 2024, magkakaroon na naman ng halving. So, it's really hard to predict kung kailan magkakaroon, but that is just the projection no 2024. Kasi every 200,000 blocks eh. So, hindi natin alam kung gaano ba ka-prolific yung transactions sa Bitcoin kasi doon nakasalalay talaga yon. So if you want to hold your Bitcoin right now, I don't see anything wrong with that. So pwede tayong mag-hold until 2024, which is actually what I'm doing. So hindi ko muna pinapakinggan yung mga naysayers sa Bitcoin. But know that Bitcoin could possibly go down to around $10,000. Okay, so ano na ba siya ngayon? I think 30,000 na ngayon, no? 25. I've heard people na ini-expect nila na bumagsak siya up to 10,000. But again, if you have the patience, if you can afford it, wait for 2024 and magkakaroon na naman yan ng rally. If masusunod itong ating rainbow price chart, Bitcoin rainbow price chart. So which gives us, ako para sa akin, this is enough reason to stack up on Bitcoin. But of course, hindi siya ganun kalaki. Hindi ko ilalagay yung buong pera ko dyan. Doon sa ating Philippine all-weather portfolio, di ba, ang ang allocation natin sa high yield investment ay only 10%. And for Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies in general, ako 5% lang ng aking portfolio ang nilalagay ko. So 5% of my portfolio is being spent on stacking up on Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this is one of the reasons why I am doing that. I'm trying to see if the Bitcoin rainbow price chart will happen. Okay, so you can definitely Google this and learn more about this. And very interesting siya. Not a lot of people are talking about this, but definitely it's worth considering. Another high yield investment that you can check out is, of course, yung Forex market or Forex trading. So I've been trading Forex since 2012, and I've been vocal about it na I don't trade the stock market, I trade Forex. And then kung ano man yung kinikita ko sa Forex trading, yun yung ini-invest ko sa stock market. I don't like trading the stock market particularly because inaantok ako. Nakakantok kasi. Tapos, di ba, if you want to trade the local stock market, the Philippine stock market, you have to go online during office hours. Madalas busy ako during office hours dahil inaasikaso ko yung mga negosyo ko. I have meetings, I have financial consultations. So, the Forex market remains as the largest financial market in the world. One of the reasons also why I like it kasi laging may volume. Its daily volume is $6.6 trillion daily. For comparison, the largest stock exchange in the world, the New York Stock Exchange, has only 22.4 billion daily volume. So, kitang-kita nyo naman yung difference ng volume. Kaya, pagdating sa Forex market, talagang lagi kang may buyer, lagi kang may seller. It's a market that's open 24/5 and you can make money regardless of the price direction. Ano ibig sabihin nung it's open 24/5? It's open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. So from Monday ng 5 a.m. hanggang Saturday ng 5 a.m. bukas ang Forex market. Meaning, hindi ko kailangang mag-online during office hours. Usually, ang favorite time ko na mag-trade is around 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Kasi doon ako medyo may nakapag-dinner na ako, nakapagpahinga na ako, clear na yung utak ko. Tapos, open pa yung US market, pasara na yung European market. But para sa akin, yun yung pasok doon sa schedule ko. So, you don't have to be monitoring the markets during your busy hours at work. So, that's one of the reasons why I like the Forex market. You're mostly just analyzing and watching 8 major currencies. So, if you're doing Forex trading, you're just probably watching the US dollar, the euro, the British pound, Japanese yen, Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, and the Swiss franc. So, 8 lang yung minomonitor mo. Plus, when you are analyzing these currencies, you're just actually trying to analyze the economy of a region or a country. Kasi if you're doing stock trading, you have to know kung ano yung ginagawa nung particular na company. So let's just say Toyota, di ba? So Toyota is a Japanese company. If you want to trade Toyota, you have to know ano na ba yung earnings report ng Toyota, di ba? Ano na ba yung mga projects nila, ano ba yung mga balak nila in the near future. And that is different from Honda, which is another Japanese company, di ba? So, if you're trading stocks, ang dami masyado. In fact, in the Philippine stock market alone, more than 300 companies yung pwede nating i-trade. However, sa Forex trading, 8 lang sila. 8 lang silang major currencies. If I want to trade the Japanese yen, I would just need to look at the economic reports of Japan. Titingnan ko, kamusta na ba yung GDP nila? Kamusta na ba yung inflation rate? Kamusta yung unemployment rate? And all of these are very easy to research. Madali siyang i-Google. And then, regular yung reports nila. So, I will definitely know ano yung status nung country or nung region. And that will, of course, follow the movement of the currency. So, para sa akin, napakadali ng fundamental analysis ng currencies. That's why I also like Forex trading. But this is really the reason why I prefer forex trading. When you learn how to properly use leverage, your income potential can significantly go up. Kasi syempre, pag forex trading, meron kang margin dyan, you can use leverage, and that will really increase your potential earning. And with leverage, trading gold and other commodities such as silver, oil, etc. can also give you good potential return. So sa mga naghahanap ng alternative way to make money, you can definitely check out forex trading and also commodities trading, which is of course something that we can do within XTB. So if you're wondering how does leverage really work? So let's say you deposited $1,000 to your XTB account. Tapos, bumili ka ng euro-dollar. So, you're doing forex trading. Yung euro-dollar, 1.195 ang current price niya. At binili mo siya with your $1,000. So, let's just say na yung euro-USD from 1.195 ay umakyat ng 1.196. Tapos, nung umakyat na siya, kinlose mo na yung position mo. Ibig sabihin, binenta mo na yung euro-dollar pair na binili mo. So, kung ang leverage mo is 1:1, then you have earned $100. So, you'll learn bakit $100. Ano kasi yan? Yung 1.96, 1.196, sorry, 1.196 minus 1.195, that is 10 pips. So, sorry, ano dapat yan? 1.196 minus 1.195. That is 10 pips. So, that's a forex trading, forex currency, forex market term, but you'll learn more about that if you study forex trading. So, yung isang pip for a standard lot, that's $1. So, you earn 10 pips times $10. That is the price of 1 pip in a standard lot. So, you earned $100. Okay? So, pasensya na kung hindi pa kayo talaga familiar with forex trading, but basta ang isang pip, that's equal to $10 for a standard lot. So, kung nagkaroon ka ng leverage, of course, you can set your leverage when you open an XTB account. So, let's just say na ang sinet mo na leverage ay 10:1, then ang na-earn mo ay $1,000. Bakit? Kasi magta-times 10. So, because with a 10:1 leverage, it's like you're trading with $10,000. Diba? $1,000 yung una mong nilagay. Pero pag sinet mo na 10:1 ang leverage mo, it's as if you are trading with $10,000 kasi pauutangin ka, quote-unquote, pauutangin ka ni XTB ng 9,000 para mag-trade. So pag binili mo yung euro-dollar pair at 1.195, it's as if you bought it with $10,000. So instead of just one standard lot, you could have probably bought 10 standard lots. So yung with the 10 pips that you earned times 10 lots times $10, then you would have earned $1,000. Okay? So ganun ka ganda yung margin and leverage. But of course, that is also very risky. That's why sinasabi nila na sa forex trading, sobrang bilis kumita ng pera pero sobrang bilis din mawalan ng pera. That's why, again, we emphasize to always invest in knowledge first. So please note, our trading example on leverage is oversimplified. There are other factors to consider that affect a trade's net gain and loss. So may mga spread pa yan, may mga conversion rates. Kapag ibang currency pair yung consider, meron iba yung pag-compute ng leverage. And then, of course, depende rin dun sa margin na nakaset. So forex trading is an active source of income. It requires time and study. However, it's always possible to choose a trading strategy that suits your lifestyle and schedule. So sabi ko nga, the mere fact that you can trade forex ng 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, you can choose to trade forex during the time na wala ka na masyadong ginagawa. And in fact, I have a lot of friends na natutulog after 12 midnight. So tinatanong ko sila, anong ginagawa mo pagdating mo from the office pre-pandemic? Anong ginagawa mo after mo mag-dinner sa bahay hanggang sa matutulog ka ng around 12 or 1 o'clock? Sabi niya, wala, nanonood ng TV, nagbabasa-basa, nakikipagkwentuhan sa online, etc. So sabi ko, instead of doing 4 hours, 3 hours of just chatting or watching Netflix, you can probably spend 1 hour or 2 hours of that trading forex and making some money. Bakit 1 or 2 hours lang? Kasi yung forex trading, it's really fast and furious. Sinabi ko nga, inaantok ako kanina. Sinabi ko kanina na inaantok ako sa stock market kasi napakabagal niya. Pero sa forex trading, would you believe there are scalpers who trade the 1-minute chart or 5-minute chart kasi mabilis yung price movements niya, yung volatility niya sa sobrang laki ng volume niya. So, kahit na 2 hours to 3 hours lang yung i-google mo or yung i-aalat mo sa forex trading, there's really a serious potential to make money, assuming that you have already learned the skills and you have the proper strategies and mindset and you know proper risk management sa mga trades mo. So there's really potential to make money sa forex trading na parang parang yung kinikita ng mga tao sa cryptocurrencies, 'di ba? From 3,000, meron akong kilala na benta niya ng 60,000. So that's nag-times 20 yung kanyang pera. Pero sinasabi ko, kung marunong ka mag-forex trading, kumuha ka lang ng leverage na 20, na 20:1, then parang each win mo sa forex trading para kang nagta-times 20 ng pera mo, di ba? So there's really something about that if you know how to use leverage properly and you know risk management, meron talagang potential to earn a lot of money sa forex trading. Okay, so let's summarize yung mga natutunan natin ngayon. Ayan, 5:25 sa eksakto, 1 hour and a half tayo. So for the Philippines, investing outlook is optimistic, but there's a need to be cautious in the short and medium term. Sa investment portfolio natin, it's important to have a diversified portfolio that's designed primarily with your financial goals in mind. Okay? And then for global opportunities, look at global assets for opportunities, take advantage of growth in other economies, and diversify in other markets. So those are really the messages that I want to give to you. Of course, meron tayong mga specific details to consider, but I could be wrong in a month's time. Yung mga binigay kong predictions, pwede siyang magkamali. However, these 3 fundamental lessons will always remain true for the rest of the year up to the early 2022. Okay? So, again, the investment outlook is optimistic for the Philippines. You just need to be cautious. And then sa portfolio natin, importante pa rin talaga na diversified tayo and we keep our financial goals in mind. And for global opportunities, we can definitely and we should definitely take advantage of growth in other economies. Hindi pwedeng nasa Pilipinas lang tayo nakaasa. So it's always good to diversify in other markets. So with that, I would like to end with a quote by Benjamin Graham, who is considered as the father of value investing. Siya ang mentor ni Warren Buffett, di ba? So sabi ni Benjamin Graham, successful investing is about managing risk, not avoiding it. Okay? So always keep that in mind. There are ways to manage our risk and that is what will make you a successful investor. So with that, thank you very much. Of course, these are all my links. My blog, fitzvillafuerte.com, my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, and my Twitter. And kung mahilig kayo makinig ng podcast, check out the 80% podcast. All right? So with that, I would like to call back si Richard to join me in the stream. Ayan. Hello, Richard. Kamusta?
Hello. Yeah, mabuti. It's very informative, Fitz. I mean, like, so much things to learn from that. And I mean, like, we achieve yung, tawag nito, yung objective natin na to actually educate people and let them understand that there are opportunities in investing and as well in trading as well. You know?
Yes, yes. So for now, we will go to the Q&A. But of course, ayan, before we go to the Q&A, so we would like to invite everyone to to sign up for an XTB account, they can go to this link, no, yung bit.ly/XTB open account, and then deposit $200 to your account. And if you do that, you will receive a free ebook and you can attend the follow-up course for free. So ano ba tong ebook na to, Richard?
Actually, we have an ebook for them right now because they attended ng tawag nito, ng
Okay.
investing day. Remember?
Okay.
Hmm.
So automatic na pala 'yon. Yung gold trading, tama ba 'yon?
That's correct. Yes. And then just to emphasize, I mean, like on the depositing of 200 Fitz, actually it will gonna benefit people kasi di ba on our follow-up course, di ba magla-live demo ka. So for that, actually, like it's just like the way for them to actually follow you during that time, because some follow-up course is actually really practical courses for them as a follow-up for this investing day.
Yes. Oo. So marireceive na pala nila yung gold na trading na ebook. So of course yung mga nanonood sa atin na naligaw lang ngayon. Naligaw lang ngayon, no. So what I would probably, kasi we are publicly available online, no? So baka mamaya may in-invite lang sila, hindi talaga sila naka-sign up dun sa investing day natin. So what they can definitely do is they can just sign up dito for an XTB account. So once you sign up for an XTB account, you will already receive the free ebook. Ngayon, kailan nga ba yung ating follow-up course? Sa July
10.
July 10. So sa July 10, we will have a follow-up course. Again, libre pa rin yun. It will still be me who will teach you, but we will be more focused on trading, di ba? Kasi meron tayong demo on how to use the XTB platform. And yung mga pinakita natin kanina, yung mga nabanggit natin kanina, yung leverage, yung margin, yung mga charting natin, live demo na yung gagawin natin, and mas exciting yon, lalo na sa mga interested na mag-trade ng Forex o matuto kung paano ba kumita sa global markets through trading, no? Tama, Richard?
Tama. And then actually the goal ng course natin, we're gonna be letting them to really kickstart their investment. I mean, sometimes, di ba, we actually don't want to move forward on our investment, but that course actually we're gonna help you out to really kickstart, kasi nga sabi ko sa'yo, you were gonna be doing some demo, and then even actually placing an order. So actually it will gonna be exciting, and it's actually free.
Yeah, at saka itong $200 na to, hindi to bayad dun sa course, no. Pera nyo pa rin yan, i-deposit nyo sa account niyo, and kaya natin ginagawa to para meron na kagad kayong magamit. Kasi pag nag-live demo tayo, at least meron kayong pera na pwede nyong gayahin yung gagawin ko, or alam mo yun, you can play around. So itong $200 na to, sa inyo yan, hindi yan pupunta sa amin. Libre yung online course. We just want you to have money in your account so that you can follow better yung demo natin. So we're very, very excited ni Richard dun sa ating follow-up course, kasi you will witness me how I actually do Forex trading, no? Ano ba yung mga indicators sa favorite ko and all of that. So I will be showing that to you. I just don't know, Richard, no, kasi if Sabado yung ating follow-up course, kasi baka close yung market. So probably I will just
you're right.
Yeah, diba? So we will just probably give them a walkthrough of the platform para maging familiar sila, and then I will just show siguro mga past charts ng mga trades ko para makita nila. No? So, but I'm very excited, and probably we can, kung maging successful yung ating follow-up course, we can probably schedule a special session on a weekday para live yung markets natin. So, very, very early pa naman yung ating collaboration. So, lalo na sa mga followers ko, alam naman nila na fairly recent lang itong ating partnership with XTB. So we are definitely working on some future projects also, for future collaboration with Richard and also with Bryce. Mas kilala nila si Bryce kasi siya yung nakasama ko dun sa previous live stream, no?
Yeah,
Yun.
supposed to be Bryce will be here, but like on the follow-up course, he will be there.
Sa follow-up course. So, yun. So, siguro we can proceed with some of the questions that we received. And siguro I would like to recognize muna si Dayan na nagpadala ng super sticker na 24 pesos. So, maraming salamat. But any case, siguro unahin natin tong may concern si OFW Josh Vlog. Kanina na sabi niya na rin to, no? So, hindi ko po ma-download sa iPhone yung XTB app. I just don't know kung ano yung problem. Saan yung is there like a location limitation ba pag to download the XTB app? So siguro
Wala naman. I mean, like you can just like look for XTB apps and then you can just like download it. You can actually reach out to us, like probably CS underscore international at xtb.com, and then someone can be actually like guide you through.
Okay, ano yung email address ulit?
It's CS. Let me type it and then like share it to them.
Sige, i-type mo sa private chat. Yeah, tapos i-show na, ipapakita natin. Wait.
Yes.
This is the international customer service, no? CS underscore
like
IND at xtb.com. Okay.
For Philippines.
So,
yes.
Ikaw, email address mo, Richard, ayaw mo i-share para ikaw makausap nila. Pero exclusive lang sa mga Pinoy, di ba? So, hindi pwede. Okay. Sige. So, let's go dun sa mga early questions kung meron man. Tingnan natin. So guys, kung meron kayong mga question about my presentation or any comments, you can share it now sa ating chat. And let's see. May mga nabasa ka ba na mga questions kanina? So
one question na nakita ko, ginagamit mo ba daw ang XTB platform for
sabi ni Sid, no, XTB gamit yung Forex. Yes, actually, XTB yung ginagamit ko sa Forex trading kasi very robust yung platform nila. Of course, familiar kasi sila sa mga ibang mga platforms na pinapakita ko. Usually, mga passive investing and trading ko, doon ko ginagawa. Pero if I really want you to study and monitor a particular asset, particularly yung forex trading, kailangan mabilis yung iyong latency. So XTB ang ginagamit ko. I've used some other platforms in the past, pero hindi ko na sila ngayon ginagamit, dahil particularly yung mga kakilala ko mga Pinoy na customer service doon ay umalis na. So sabi ko, ayoko na rin. Withdraw ko na yung pera ko. So right now, pagdating sa forex trading, nakita nyo naman na panood na siguro nung mga followers ko sa YouTube ko, si Bryce, and then ngayon si Richard na meet ninyo. So mas gusto ko talaga yung may customer service na Pinoy, kasi nosebleed ako pag tumatawag ako sa customer services. hindi ko ma-express fully yung sarili ko. So yes, I now use XTB and I am very much satisfied with them, no, as a forex broker. In fact, you can search yung XTB review, XTB as a broker, and you will see yung mga very credible websites giving them positive review. Tama, Richard, no?
Yeah. And Fitz, like for XTB, actually we have over 300,000 trusting the company. So we have 300 probably like 317,000 clients right now. And then we are actually top 5 among the international brokers based on the finance magnets last quarter of 2020. So we are a big actually like broker company.
Tama. Alam ko ano siya ito. Let me just share. So I think this is one of the most trusted websites pagdating sa financial education, yung Investopedia. Diba? Sino bang hindi pa nakakapunta dito sa Investopedia? Very very comprehensive source for investment and financial knowledge. So sila mismo, meron silang article na nilabas noong August 6, 2020. XTB offers the lowest forex spreads in the industry, and very objective yung kanilang review. You got a 4.1 out of 5 na overall rating. So, the mere fact na ni-review kayo ng Investopedia, meaning, alam mo yun, you're not some shady forex broker na, alam mo yun, na pag-deposit mo ng pera, hindi mo na mawi-withdraw, di ba? May mga ganun
Yeah,
kasi.
sure.
Oo. So, you have a 4.1 out of 5 na rating sa Investopedia, and then may mga pros and cons, very objective yung review, but para sa akin, 'di ba, someone as trusted as Investopedia na website ay meron kayong review. So that's a big deal for me, no? So, you're not some shady unknown broker na para sa akin very important 'yon dahil syempre yung pera ko yung pinagkakatiwala ko sa inyo 'di ba? So
Yeah,
'yun.
true. And Fitz, like we are regulated by the world biggest supervision authorities na. So
Mm-mm.
hindi lang tawag nito, it's an international. So yes. So as I mentioned, like we are trusted by many.
Mm-mm. So sabi ni Paulo, sana okay for trading forex. I like the fast scalping techniques. Ako, magugustuhan mo ang forex trading kasi meron akong friend, 1 minute at saka 5-minute chart ang tinitrade. Nako, akala mo yung yung heart monitor, yung gumaganon yung sa bilis ng mga prices. So yun yung nagugustuhan niya, and marami siyang mga sarili niyang tools to determine yung momentum ng isang price. So I'm not a scalper, so I don't really know much about scalping kasi position trader din talaga ako. But you can check out yung XTB for scalping, no? And
Yeah, it's on that note, no. On a personal level, I mean, like being not just because like I'm connected sa XTB. Actually, I'm learning about trading as well, and then just like started about the was this like doing the forex and even the commodity. Like you mentioned the gold, and then gold are very volatile as well. So yeah, actually it's a lot of things to learn, and then like XTB is a good platform to start learning about forex.
okay. So yun. Sabi ni John Lloyd Big Mac, Sir Fitz, is it good mag-double down sa pag-invest sa stocks during this pandemic period? Again, depende do sa particular stocks na pipiliin mo. I would say if it is within your capacity, okay lang. Okay lang, no? I am giving you an okay signal na pwede mo siyang gawin. But at the end of the day, depende pa rin talaga sa iyong investment goal. If you can afford it and if you think this will really help you reach your financial goal, then pwede. In fact, I'm investing also a little bit more during these days. Actually, since last year, historically speaking, the markets always recover. Kaya nung bumagsak yung stocks nung March 2020, I prepared my finances and tried to see kung magkano ba yung extra money that I can invest. So medyo I've been doing that. Not really double down, but I've been investing a bit more money in the stock market since last year. So not really you're not really late kasi hindi pa natin nakukuha yung previous high natin. So it's a good plan. But be sure that what you're doing is always aligned with your financial goals. So, okay lang. Just be careful with the stocks that you're buying. So, huwag kang bibili ng mga speculative stocks kasi talo ka doon. Ako, I always go with the side of caution na yung mga blue chip companies, katulad ng mga nabanggit ko kanina, I think those are really good choices. Okay? So sabi ni Amiel, no, my pie chart, easy way to grasp and understand portfolios po. Naku, maraming salamat, Amiel. Sabi ni Maria Luis Deloy, which market do you recommend is best for beginner investors po? Of course, it's good to start with the local market. Just get your bearings with the Philippine stock market and then Philippine mutual fund market. And then after that, as as I mentioned earlier, yung ating Philippine all-weather portfolio, yung mga extra money natin, then we can definitely experiment with the global market. So for a beginner, you can start with the local stock market. Then once you have your footing there, you can definitely explore sa mga iba't ibang market. Siguro hanapin ko ulit yung particular na slide na yun, no? So yung ating ginawang Philippine all-weather portfolio. Ayan, papakita natin. So, yan. Sandali. I-share ulit natin. So this is something that I would say na magandang jump off point. So makikita natin na you can definitely start with bonds, short-term and long-term bonds, and then stocks, and then move on to high-yield investments. And as I recommended kanina, ito. So you can probably put some of your money sa digital banks and then try to open Pag-ibig MP2. So sobrang dali yan, within a week or 2 weeks tapos mo na yan. And then after that, you can go with a fixed income mutual fund in your own bank. And then you can open a stock market account. So that's the first thing that you can probably do after setting up a fixed income mutual fund. You can probably just buy FMETF and one stocks, one blue chip company. Pwedeng BDO, Jollibee, as I mentioned earlier na recommended ko. And then after that, when you have extra money, then you can explore yung Bitcoin, Ethereum, gold, or yung Forex market. So, yun yung ano natin, yun yung pwede nating tawag dito, plan of action. So, yung binigay natin na sample composition, yan na rin yung pagkakasunod-sunod. So, unahin nyo muna yung digital savings account, magpag-ibig MP2 ka, fixed income mutual fund, then stock market, and then yung ating global assets. Okay? So, yan yung pwede nating recommended na step-by-step na pwede mong kunin as a beginner investor. Okay? So sabi ni Amiel, pagdating po sa budget, ano po ang mas ipaprioritize? Mid-term or long-term? The context po is paano kapag tight sa distribution ng budgeting po? Ako, I would say, unahin yung mid-term. Kasi siyempre mas unang darating yon yung mga mid-term needs and goals. Kasi along the way, habang yung long term mo ay matagal pa, baka magkaroon ka pa ng additional opportunities para i-fund yung mga long term goals natin. Plus, as your mid-term becomes short-term, mas nagiging urgent siya. At least yung long-term, magiging mid-term pa lang siya at magagawa mo pa siya ng paraan. So, the priority for budgeting ay yung mga mid-term. Okay? So, Richard, if you want to chime in with additional thoughts, pwede naman if you want to.
Yeah, sure.
So, ito may tanong si Angie, no? Where would you put Flint investment in those all-weather allocations? Would that be considered short-term band to 15%? Yes, I would say oo, kasi as we all know, yung Flint, it's a parang fixed income, short-term fixed income investment siya, no? So it can be part of the 15% fixed income mutual fund. So pakita natin yung short-term bonds. So, kasama dito yung short-term bond funds, government bonds, and retail treasury bonds. So, yung behavior ng retail treasury bonds or government bonds, it's very similar sa Flint Investment, which is a real estate crowdfunding platform investment. So, yes, I would say na it would be allocated sa 15%. Sabi ni Blitz Gaming, work hard for your money and let your money work for you. Active and passive income talaga dapat.
Yeah, agree.
Yes. So sabi ni GDM, hi Sir Fitz, how would you forecast the Philippine investment landscape in the coming years wherein COVID variants as reported keep on mutating and most of the companies, corporations are on their surviving mode. So yun nga yung problem, no? It's really hard to predict. Ang magagawa lang natin talaga is to adapt and react accordingly. So, instead of me predicting kung ano yung mangyayari, ang iniisip ko is, nagpa-plan ako ng senaryo. Kapag ito yung nangyari at umakyat, anong gagawin ko? Kapag ito yung nangyari at bumaba, anong gagawin ko? And then I closely monitor, and kung ano man yung mangyari between the two scenarios, yun yung ginagawa ko. So I always prepare for both positive and negative scenarios, and then adjust accordingly. So sabi nga ni Rex Mendoza, 'di ba? We cannot control the wind, but we can definitely adjust our sails. So it's important for us to be aware of what's happening so that we can accordingly adjust our investing and trading strategies para hindi tayo nalulugi, naiiwanan, no? Pagdating naman sa COVID variants, I think talagang nakasalalay pa rin doon sa vaccination programs natin kasi I think with the COVID variants, less yung chances nila na kumalat kung yung first variant o yung mga early variants ay makontrol. Kasi kaya naman nagkakaroon ng COVID variant is kapag nagkaroon ng enough infection and nabigyan ng chance yung virus na mag-mutate. Pero kung masuppress yung infection nung first variant, 'di ba? Through vaccination and herd immunity, then there will be less COVID variants. Kamusta ba, Richard, dyan sa inyo, sa Thailand?
Yeah, as of now, we're just like started ang tawag nito vaccination, and then the goal of Thailand actually is 70% by the end of the year. So that includes all the foreigners as well. So in fact, Thailand is opening for a testing for one of the island. They called it like sandbox. So most of the people on the island are actually vaccinated already. So I agree with you on that one, that actually it boils down in a risk management, like in whatever na anong mangyari, di ba? Kung lumalaba or with that. But personally, again, I think we are on towards, getting better by the day.
Kamusta dyan sa Thailand? Bukas ba yung mga restaurants? Pwede ka bang lakad-lakad?
We have the third third wave 2 months ago. And then now, actually, it's getting back again, like open. But like some services, like bars are closed, but basic restaurants are open until 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock. And then so we can go around. Yeah.
Pero of course, required ang face mask pag nasa labas, no?
Yes, a must. Yes.
Ang face shield required ba sa inyo?
No face shield here.
Yun yung mainit na aawayan dito sa Pilipinas, yung pag-require ng face shield. But in any case, ayan. So sabi ni Jimmy Armero, XTB ba ang gamit nyo sa pag-trade? Yes, particularly sa forex trading, no? XTB ang ginagamit ko ngayon. And then, meron po ba kayong masuggest na magandang trader? Wala kasing copy trading ang XTB, no? XTB is really for those who want to take control. Ito talaga yung gusto nila ng active way to make money. So there are of course other brokers that offer yung mga copy trading, etc. If you want passive ways to make money, then you can definitely go there. Ako naman, since I've been talking about yung passive investing for the past couple of years, I want to focus naman dun sa active trading. That's why I partnered with XTB kasi ito naman, mag-aral naman tayo kung paano tayo magti-trade on our own, di ba? So that is what XTB is actually offering. So if you want to...
sorry, Fitz. And Jimmy, like I really encourage you like to create a real account and then that deposit and then join Fitz follow-up course. Kasi talagang fundamental approach and then very practical approach ang gagawin ni Fitz. And then we're gonna be educating you like very focused on the forex and other things.
Yeah, diba? So tama. So let me just share that again, no. So sa June 10, ayan, we have a follow-up course which is again a free course that you can attend. But you have to have an XTB account, and preferably you will deposit $200 to your account. So yung $200 hindi yan bayad do sa course. The course is free. $200 will be in your account so that you can follow me dun sa follow-up course where we will show you, and I will show you actually ano ba yung specifically yung aking trading strategy, forex trading strategy. So I will show you how do I do fundamental analysis, how I do technical analysis, ano yung mga indicators na ginagamit ko pag nagtitrade ako ng Forex. Okay?
Fitz, I just shared you the yung website natin or landing page for investing masters. At least makita
okay.
nila yung makita nila kung ano yung mga coverage ng agenda nandyan. But not necessarily na register pa nila in a form kasi I assume that like they registered in a form before. So the next step is to create a real account.
Okay. So ito yung let us share yung link. I will share to them the link where they can check this out.
Yes.
Ayan. So ph.xtb.com/investingmasters 2021. Investing-masters-2021. So ayan. Let's so ito yung mga i-discuss natin, mga understanding the misconceptions and opportunities of leverage products, trading fundamentals to build right investment foundation, important benefits of risk management, and we also have a live demo. Ayan. So ito na yung ating agenda for the follow-up course, no? So leverage product, ito yung trading fundamentals. Ito yung sinasabi natin na na dito ko i-share yung aking trading strategies, forex trading strategies in particular, tsaka yung practical application using the XTB station platform. Okay? So makikita nyo yung kung paano ko ginagamit yung XTB station. Okay? So again, you can go to this link or you can just sign up for an XTB account. Yeah, and you will automatically be registered for the follow-up course. Okay. So, siguro mag-aalas 6 na, no? Siguro last 2 questions na lang, no, before we say goodbye. And then if you have more questions, then you can definitely email us and sign up for the follow-up course, and then we will answer more questions during that time. Okay? So, sandali ito, ano daw yung highest leverage na pwede sa XTB? Hello?
Yeah, so sorry. Yeah, leverage we're gonna answer that during the what's this?
Hindi pa pwede sabihin. Sige.
So, yeah. So at least like everyone we're gonna see the what's this, like the
actually depende sa no? Depende sa asset no, sa currency. May mga merong mga hanggang 10 lang, may mga 100. I think meron 200 na leverage. Sabi ko, nakakatakot naman na 200 na leverage. Siguro sa mga beginners natin, ako I recommend 50 na leverage kung beginner ka. And then kung medyo magaling ka na, hanggang 100. Ako natatakot ako sa 200 personally, no? Kasi kung gaano kataas yung leverage mo, gano'n din kabilis pwedeng masunog yung pera mo. So, siya, double-edged sword. Ako, I trade with 100 na leverage. Pero when I was starting, I just started with 20. Then naging 50. Ang tagal ko sa 50 before ako nagkaroon ng confidence na itaas ng 100. So, for now, siguro 50 would be a good or 20 or 50 would be a good leverage for beginners. So, may tanong dito, Joel Ramirez, can you explain what is a margin call? So, i-explain natin to dun sa follow-up course. But basically, margin call kasi di ba, kung merong nag-deposit ko ng 1,000, tapos nag-leverage ka ng 10, it's like you're trading with $10,000, di ba? Pero siyempre, yung pera talaga na nilagay mo ay 1,000. So margin call, kapag yung trade mo, it went against you at naging negative 1,000 na yung amount ng trade mo, magmo-margin call ka. Ibig sabihin, automatic magko-close yung position mo kasi hindi ka naman pwedeng magkaroon ng utang dun sa broker. So magkano lang yung yung account mo, yung finance mo sa account, yun lang yung limit mo doon sa negative side. Kasi 'di ba yung price nag-up and down, nagfa-fluctuate yan up and down. Correct. So kung positive ka, if the trade went with you at positive siya, paakyat ng paakyat yung profit mo, yung potential, yung paper gains mo, tuloy-tuloy lang yon, unlimited yon hanggang sa lumaki. Pero pag negative, nagkaroon ka ng paper losses, merong limit yon. Ang limit lang ng paper loss mo is yung pera mo dun sa account mo. At pag na-hit yon, that is the margin call. And we will explain that with visuals siguro sa follow-up course natin. Okay?
Yeah.
So, nandito na po ako sa Pinas pero yung location ng iPhone ko is Kuwait pa rin po. Baka meron ba kayong limitation sa Kuwait? Richard?
Wala naman, but like I suppose that you can change it. So I suggest that you reach out with the CS_international so that like our salespeople, our staff can actually walk you through. We have people like actually like helping out our not just like the clients, but those people who would like to start investing with XTB.
Okay. So, OFW Josh Vlogs, I think ang best course of action niya is to really contact the customer service. Is tech-related stock good for long-term investment or pang-trading lang siya? I would say it's good for trading and also for medium-term investment. I'm thinking of tech-related stocks in the US, tech-related stocks in the US. Medium-term trading, which is mga 3 to 5 years. Okay? So 3 to 5 years. Pwede siya. Sabi ni Jolisa, how much in percentage do you earn in Forex on daily trade, or how many days normally is the waiting holding time to wait and have earnings in Forex trade? So, usually ang target ko sa Forex trading, mga 30 pips per day. Okay? So, if we translate that, it's around $300, no? But of course, hindi ko naman siya lagi na a-achieve. So, I cannot say on a daily average kasi I don't also trade every day. I trade when it is convenient for me. Let's just say na sa Forex trading, I earn around 300 to 500 a month. So yun na lang. No? Kasi I usually trade mga 1 or twice a week. Pag nag-open ako ng position, it's usually open for around 3 to 5 days. Favorite ko mag-open ng mga around Monday night. Tapos, yung position ko, minomonitor ko siya for the rest of the week. And then, kung hindi niya ma-hit yung cut loss ko or target profit level ko, kino-close ko na siya ng Friday night. So, usually, that's my strategy. And yung ginagawa ko na yon, I earn an average of around $300 to $500 a month. So, ang capital ko, usually, I maintain a capital of $1,000. So, yung $1,000, yun yung pinapaikot ko. And then, I withdraw often. So, pag nag 1,500 na siya, actually hindi, 2,000, wini-withdraw ko na yung 1,000. So, mahilig ako kumabig mahilig ako mag-withdraw. Kasi ayokong masunog lahat ng pera ko sa account ko. So, that's something that you will learn do sa ating follow-up course, yung risk management, which I think is really very important when it comes to Forex trading.
And Fitz, like you mentioned a while ago na tawag nito kanina, like, pag pumasok ka ng trading, dapat alam mo na kagad yung kung saan ka bibili tsaka saan mo ibebenta. Because like it's the risk management and then the trading strategy. So, babalik ka doon na dapat may trading strategy ka. Right? So,
tama. Yes.
May natuto ako sa'yo, Fitz.
Ano na?
Natuto ako sa'yo with your what's the share session.
Natuto ka rin. Oo. So, ito na lang, may tanong si Julissa, is XTB not allowed in some regions or countries? Ano ba yung mga limitations ng XTB?
Depends kung nasaan ka actually, but like we are present in Europe and the US as well, and then of course in Asia.
So available XTB as far as you're concerned sa lahat ng countries?
Many,
regardless
yes.
kung nasan ka? Regardless kung nasan ka, pwede ka mag-open. Okay.
So that's why like we need to know kung nasaan ka exactly, but like we have offices in Europe as I mentioned, and then like we have even in Saudi Arabia, and of course like in the Philippines like we have, and then Vietnam and then Thailand as well.
Okay, so siguro super last question. Ito, sabi ni Cici, ikaw na yung sasagot ito. Nagbibigay pa rin ba ng 50% bonus ang XTB sa newly opened account?
Yes, we always constantly offering something. So you have to check out when you open. And then like as we mentioned, because like it's a continuous program. So from time to time, we're going to have an offer. And in fact, like the next program, we're gonna have a zero swap for the gold trading future, which will gonna be our next program. But yes, we're gonna have a welcome bonus in due time.
Sabi ni Julie, sa Doha, Qatar, it says not allowed to download daw. So, paano kaya yan? I think
Let
it's...
me sorry. So I think, yeah, again, like the best course is let's reach out with the CS International at xtb.com, and then let's find out how we can actually help you out.
I think it's just the app that's not allowed, but baka pwede naman yung yung web. Oo, no? So that's something that they can also consider. So siguro before we end, we can show yung ating short video kung how to sign up for an account. Hindi na natin napakita, nakalimutan ko na i-play, no? Oo, so let's share this. And while we're showing this, siguro Richard, you can walk us through ano ba yung nangyayari, no? Oo. So saan sila pwedeng pumunta? Yan, ipa-play na natin to.
You just like go to xtb.com/international, and then after that you're gonna see on the right one create account, and then as simple as putting in your email, and then choose the residence where you are, and then for us. Obviously, we're taking care of the Philippines, and then you just like need to put the Philippines, and then click that one that you agree, and then click next step. So as simple as that, Fitz. And then once that you have the next one, then you can actually create your account in minutes, which we're gonna be putting in the password as well. So yeah, that's so simple, right, Fitz? And then some information such as your name, and then your surname, which is a necessary, and then obviously as well the phone number. So this one is for the validation, and then like so that like we can help you out, our people can help you out, walking you through as well later on. So put your date of birth, and then we have this like FATCA declaration that you are not from the citizen, and then just like few of the information of your income, and then what do you plan for trading, and then what is the source of your income. So ganun lang kadali, and then click next, and then your address. It's important to put your address that will gonna be consistent sa identification later on, because like we value the security, diba, Fitz? That's why like you will know that XTB is a very secure platform. Yeah, so and then creative minutes and few accept with some agreement on that one, and then conditions, and then you are actually set to your account. That's so simple. So once that like you are set in the account, you're gonna see that you need to validate your information. So with the validation, actually you just need to put your phone, and then some of the some data, and then you need to put in the identification documents. For this one, it's a voter's ID that you were gonna see, and then for some extra validation, and then we need to put in things such as what's this like billings,
proof
how
of
you say
address,
credit
no?
card. Yeah, this one is using the what's this electric bill, and then after that you were gonna see and receive a information from your email, and then you were gonna see that like okay, your XTB account application is in fact accepted. So and then you were gonna see some more information there, and then some documents that the agreement, and then some terms and conditions and everything, so that like you can be educated of what are you actually like signing for. So it's very secure. Once with you actually see that, you can go back with the the platform, and then this is the actually the platform that you have. So this is a real account already, Fitz. And then the validation, of course, we're gonna take a few days depending on what kind of documents that you have, and then we make sure that you own it, and then it's consistent with your identification for security, and then you can actually start depositing your money or your funds into your account. Of which, in our in terms of the depositing, we have in YouTube of how to deposit through Zota Pay or a Dragon Pay, which is very easy. Yeah, so that's a very shortest way that we can walk you through, and you can review this one. Yeah, hopefully like it helps to everyone.
Alright, so super last, no? Sabi ni Sisid, paano sir yung may account na, may free ebook pa din po ba?
Did you sign up for the yeah, basically like you sign up for this one. So yes, if you signed up for investing day, then I will be sending the free ebook for gold trading.
So ganito na lang, I think one of the best ways to ensure that you will get the free ebook and you will get the invite for the follow-up course is to sign up for an XTB account. So you can go to bit.ly/open XTB account. Once you have an account there, then you can definitely receive
and deposit the funds, and then receive the access to the course.
Ngayon, kung meron na kayong XTB account and then you want to receive the free ebook, then you can definitely just contact me or contact Richard siguro. Richard, saan ka ba nila pwedeng ma-email?
Actually, that's CS_international will be our...
Okay. Yeah. So, itong csinternational@xtb.com. Or they can... is it okay for them to sign up dito sa XTB Masters na page?
Yeah, sure. But basically, like if they have already signed up before, then they have a real account. What they need to do lang mag-deposit ng funds so that like they can receive the invitation. But for the ebook, definitely these people have already nag-sign up before, so most likely they were gonna receive. If not, you can message us in our Facebook and then the YouTube as well. I mean, like on the Facebook, so easily like we can actually send you back.
All right. So, siguro a quick answer. Sabi ni Randwin, ano po ba ang ways to fund XTB? And ano yung initial capital investments in XTB? Magkano ba yung minimum deposit? But
ang minimum deposit is actually about $25 so that you can start trading already. So that as small as that. And then you can actually through bank transfer, and then you can actually online transfer as well. And then I mentioned a while ago yung tawag nito, Dragon Pay.
So meron kayong meron kayong partnership with Dragon Pay, which means that they can do online transfer. But of course, the traditional or the usual na using a credit card, pwede rin naman siya. And doon sa mga nakapanood nung live stream ko with Bryce, no, we also mentioned this, no. But yung mga usual online facilities is available, pwedeng through Dragon Pay, by bank online transfer, and then wire transfer, credit card, debit card, no. Pwede din ang debit card, di ba? All right. So, siguro that's all that we have for this afternoon. Sabi ni Sharon Chua, thank you, Sir Fitz. You are very knowledgeable about XTB. It's very helpful. Naku, maraming salamat, Sharon. Okay. So, 6:13 na. Super overtime na tayo. I hope everyone enjoyed our event today. Today's investing day. And kita-kita ulit tayo sa next na master class, no? Yun na ba yung tawag natin doon? With XTB on July 10. Okay? So,
maraming
same time.
Salamat. Yeah.
Same channel. Yeah. So, Richard, anything that you want to say to our viewers before we say goodbye?
Yeah, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat for watching, and then like even like so interested about XTB, di ba? And then thank you
Oo.
very much, Fitz, for collaborating with us, and then I am excited for the follow-up course.
Discuss
So
natin. Yes.
sana makita ko rin kayo again on the follow-up course.
All right. So, in behalf of XTB and sa mga laging nanonood sa atin sa Ready to Village community, I would like to thank everyone for attending and hope you have a great weekend. Good afternoon, good evening sa mga nasa Pilipinas. Good day sa mga nasa ibang bansa. And thank you for joining us. Thank you, Richard. And
Thank you.
we'll all say goodbye now. Bye-bye.
Bye.